Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I already have a frog in my throat. Sorry, just a second. Excuse me. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on Facebook. What day is the day? Wednesday, June 12. It's 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So I'm happy to be here with you. Let me know when you join, when you get on, so that I know who I'm crafting with here. I'm going to refresh my screen a second so I can see comments. All right, so today I'm going to be crafting with some things that I had left over from a previous live. Good morning, Jamie. It was so good to see you in person finally yesterday. Hi, Carrie. So I'm actually using Friends for Life bundle today and the Full of Life designer paper. It's gorgeous designer paper. I love it. It was my favorite. And I was so happy when we went to Houston for On Stage. It was my prize patrol. I got a package of it free. It was amazing. So I'm going to be using it today. And also it's going to be my, the bundle that I'm using for my next Dazzling card club. The last two, that was so nice. Thanks, Jamie. The last two cards that I made, or the last two cards that I made on my live with this bundle is going to be part of the class, plus one that I'm doing today, and then I have one that I'm keeping a secret. Good morning, Marlene. How are you? I was thinking about you. I don't know what day it was, and I forgot to text you, wondering how your mom is. I'll text you later. Anyway, I'm going to be opening up my Dazzling Card Club for this bundle either today or tomorrow. But some of what we've already seen is what you get to make. So you can join it in person. You can do a pickup of your supplies if you don't want to pay for shipping, but you can't make it to one of my times. Or you can do it through the mail and pay for shipping for it. So, good morning. Carson just got put down. Oh, what a bummer. Well, at least you don't have to fight him, right, Dot? Thanks for joining me. That picture just warms my heart. I just love it so much that you shared last week. Okay, well, I'm going to, I can't tell how many people are watching. Doesn't seem like very many, but I'm going to head over to the randomizer and draw names here. I have everybody set up. So I'm going to start it so we can move on. I need to find my pen though. Oh, there it is. It was right there. Oh, Dot, you're my first winner. It doesn't say Carson. It does say Dot. Congratulations. So what I'm giving away today are the cards that I made last week, which they were from the, hi, Jamie. They were from the kit that I showed last week. Expressions of Kindness, I think is what it's called. Pick another winner. Start. Carlyn. Ooh, Carlyn won a couple times ago. Carlyn Moore. I don't know if she's on yet. I didn't see. Congratulations, girls. He was being so naughty. Last week or this morning? Is that why you had to put him down? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Okay, so I'm back. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be using Friends for Life again today, and I'm using some of the things that I had left over from last time. So here is the stamp set. This will also be, oh, hi, Carlyn. Yay, you're welcome. So you have another one that will be coming. So this is the stamp set that I'm using, and it will also be my Dazzling Card Club, which I'll open registration today or tomorrow, and deadline to sign up is by the 26th, and then classes are the first Tuesday of the month or that same Friday. So anyway, so here is Friends for Life, and then I still have them on this card. Here are the dies. Some of the dies. Both of these say friend. Oops, I went backwards. Friend, friend. This is just sort of the balloon version behind it. Hi, Marcia. Thanks for joining me. And I made some with these hearts. So we're going to be making those at my Dazzling Card Club. And then here are the rest of the dies. So there's that. Hi, Dina. Are you having fun fishing, and have you caught many fish yet? And I have my swatch books now, so I'm going to show you the designer paper quick when I put you down. So, I think that's it for showing you, for talking to you quick. Oh, I have, just a sec, I have something that's in the way. Okay. I love expression dies with shadow back. Oh, I know, they're so fun. I love it too. Okay, so this is so stupid. I've been doing this for so long now. I go up here and my mind sort of blanks and I about hit finish. That's not what I want to do. I need my magic wand. I need to unbackward you and put you upside down. Okay. So here is the swatch book. So these come 6x6, if you didn't remember that. But here's the swatch book of, I should do it this way, and I think we can get it in better. Too windy to fish, so oh, you're Dalmatian. Dolly, is that a short for Dalmatian? And I sitting out watching the squirrels nervously for her. She's watching the squirrels nervously? Like, they make her nervous or she wants to run after them? Okay, so here are the all of the designs from, the design paper is called Full of Life, and so is the suite. Gotcha. I love these so much. Unfortunately, the suite is not orderable right now. I think the gems that I'm about to show you are not available, but I have some. I just love these. So many colors that you can choose from when you're doing this. Look at that one. That's cool. All right, so I've read this before, but here are all the colors that are in this pack because she can't chase them. Ah, gotcha. Yes, that would be so tempting and so sad not to be able to chase them. Okay, Balmy Blueberry Burst, Blueberry Bushel, Coastal Cabana, Crushed Curry, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Petunia Pot, Pretty in Pink, Pumpkin Pie, Real Red, Shaded Spruce, and Shy Shamrock. There's no way I could do that all in one breath. So that's how many colors are included in this. I love it. Okay. So, I don't think that Jennifer is on here yet, but she had specifically asked what I do with my scraps. So I'm using, hi Marcia, sorry you took so long to find me. I was like 2 minutes late, but I don't think that should have been that hard that way. Okay, so I'm reminding you, I used these friend, well, I used one of these, but I showed you both samples with white detail and black shadow, and then black detail and white shadow. I used these on my, okay, gotcha. I used these on my end when I was crafting last time. So I want to show you what I did. Is this the first one? Sure, we'll do this one first. Okay, so my white piece that I had cut out of, I mounted it on black cardstock, and then I had to save the inside. So I saved this from the die, this, and this. So I did that with my dies. So I know I like the shadow effect too. So I'm going to use this today along with some scraps. Jennifer specifically asked, what are you going to do with the scraps? So I'm going to use the scraps today. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to use blending brushes. So this is the large one. I'm going to show you the difference between the two. So these are just, I don't have a different one for every color. I sort of have a purpley one, a pink one. Actually, I think I turned my pink one into a purple one. And this one just happens to be the small one that I have in pink. And I'm also going to be using peach pie. So I'm going to use these blending brushes. I'm going to ink it up, start it on here, and then I'm going to go across here. So I'm kind of doing it angled. Okay, so this is Petunia Pop. Did I say Petunia Pop? Or did I just say purple? Okay, Petunia Pop. So that's one of our newest in colors. Then I have Pretty in Pink. This also is one of our newest in colors, but it was a core color until a few years ago. So we're going to add the pink. This is looking very purpley, but it is pink. I guess it blends well then, right? Okay, and then we're going to use peach pie. So if you like this look, make sure that you have a good shape that you're cutting your friend out of. So this is a 3-for, getting 3 varieties from one set. Yes! So make sure you have a good piece that you cut your detail friend out of, and then think ahead. If you want to do something like this, you need to make sure that you save these little pieces rather than pitching them. They're a little bit easier to deal with than the dot that you have to put on than this dot. This one's hard to do, and you need take your pick tool to lift it off the adhesive sheet. So remember, I used adhesive sheets. That makes dealing with this so much easier because it's such a fine background. Okay, I'm feeling like my purple is looking too much like my pink, so I'm going to go back and add more purple. I mean, you never can have too much purple, right? So we're going to deepen that color a little bit. I like that look. Isn't that cool? So I'm kind of making it look like some of the designer paper that's in there. It's kind of cool. Okay. So, but my intent is, remember, is I'm using my scraps. So this is a really fun way so that you get, so this would be the white one. So this would be this one. Because it started out white, I cut the detail out of the white, and then so this would be two things that you would guess. I know, isn't that cool? Thanks. This is what you would get from using this from the white as the detail. Okay. All right, so now we're going to use it on a card. So I am using Pretty in Pink. So these are, remember in the, well, I don't know if these are from what I did with you. I think they are. This is from a different one, a different scrap that I had. So I'm using these, and I'm just going to make them part of my background. Where'd my scissors go? There they are. Okay. So I'm just going to cut at an angle. I'm not sure if I'm cutting off enough. I sort of want the angles to be mirrored. Let's see if this is, oh yeah, that's good. Okay. Cut this. And cut this. Is this good? Yes. And then cut this. I don't think this one needs as much cut off. It's shorter. Probably had a different cutting process, so it didn't get so short. All right. So what I need my silicone mat, of course. And this might run out on me any second, but I want to use it. So I'm going to get adhesive on the back of these three. And then we'll place them. So this is Pretty in Pink, by the way. And we're going to put one down. And then another one. I want it farther. And then I'm switching the direction so that there's different colors highlighted either way. Okay, so here's my background. And then I'm actually going to mount this on white. It started out white, I added color, and I want the white to help everything pop, because we're putting all this color down on color, and white always helps it pop. Okay, so dimensionals. I didn't lose my dimensionals, imagine that. Get these off. Okay, then this is gonna go right here. Okay, and then, okay, so these are, thanks for sharing. These are called iridescent faceted gems. These are, I'm not sure if you can see the facet. It sort of looks like, can you see that there's sort of a star in the center of it? They're definitely not normal, they're not flat. There's sort of a star groove down into it. So these are why the suite is not orderable right now. It works really well with our Take Your Pick tool though. Sometimes these don't always work. Like the great big pearls, they don't work very well with this. They're too round as it falls off my Take Your Pick tool. Spoke too soon. Might just need to change my putty. Okay, so there's my card. Isn't that cool? So you can, excuse me, you can do so much with scraps. All right, I do want to stamp inside. Since it's just a friend card, I am going to stamp Thinking of You. And this is part of the stamp set. Oops. Okay. There, yay. So here's my card. Thinking of You. I love this so much. I almost switched it to Petunia Pop. Yeah, thanks. Dimensional embellishments. Yes, definitely. I'm going to switch to Petunia Pop, but I really did like the pink better. I'm not always a pink girl, but I liked it better than Petunia. Okay, so moving on to my next one. So since I showed you, my other one, I decided I'm going to do this one too. So bright and pretty, great way to use those scraps. Yes, ma'am. So this would be what was left over after this one. So black detail. So I put this down on white cardstock. Thank you, Dot, for sharing. I couldn't find the live today, so I went to your timeline, found it. Oh, good way to find it. Thank you so much. Okay, so this one, I'm going to set this aside. I'm not playing with that one so much. Or I'm not, adding into that one. So this is Shy Shamrock. I have had a love-hate relationship with this color. When I first saw it in Houston, it was too late at night, and I didn't like the color, and I was just like my eyes were burning sort of thing. But I've used this a few times now, and I think I'm going to need to buy a new pack. So, because this is one of the cards that we're going to be making at my Dazzling Card Club. Okay, so look at all these scraps. You may remember more of this color. So I have all these scraps, and I'm going to use this. So we're going to go sort of every other. So I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, so I put one on here. One on here. Oops, I drove off the paper. Here. I'm going to use all my fingers. There we go. Okay. You like the color? Yeah, my customers have been enjoying this color when I pull it out, but I think it was it was truly the design of the card. I did not like the design, and it just like threw me. And so, okay, so we're gonna put these down. I'm not gonna smash them down yet. Oh, what I'm trying to do, I want these lines that are, do you recognize that these are part of like the starburst? I don't have the card with me. I'm gonna pull it out here so I can see if I can find it. So they're from one of these where there's a starburst in the center of it. That's what these lines are from. So I sort of want them to go in different directions. And not be all the same. I don't want the lines to go all the same. All right, that's good enough. Okay. Shamrock, yes. Shy Shamrock is what this color is. It's one of the new in colors. So I have this, and then I need to, okay, next I'm going to do, so this is not the black and white gingham anymore. This is vanilla, but I think there's enough going on with this card that you can't really tell that it's vanilla, or it's okay that it's vanilla. So I'm going to tie this ribbon around here. I'm just tying a knot. Oh, I just remembered when you asked Shamrock, Jamie, it made me remember the ink pad, Shy Shamrock ink pad is not orderable until the week of June 24. I had quite a few things yesterday for my club that were not orderable. We had to have people change their orders. I think it's because of the bundle sale that's going on. Everybody's wanting all the cool bundles. Oh, well, that's not the Shy Shamrock, but it was a bundle specifically that everybody wanted that they couldn't get. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for the moment. So I have my designer paper down. It's looking a little, it's needing things right now. It'll get better, believe me. I'm going to set this aside for the moment because I want to do something. Where did my dies go? I put them somewhere. So I want a greeting with this die. See how it, maybe I should put on something dark. See how there's like this brush. It's supposed to look like a brush stroke. This has a brush end. I want this, but I don't need it that long. And I want it to be that way on both ends. So I'm gonna finagle it. Here's my machine. The way these strips are cut remind me of paint chip samples, and yes, years ago I made cards using them. Yeah, I remember doing that too. Okay. And I agree, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to put my cardstock on here. And I'm going to... No, I want to do it this way. I'll go a little bit short. Okay, so I'm just putting part of my die, I'm not making the end here, part of my die on here, and I'm sort of aiming for how long my greeting is going to be. So I'm going to cut this, so it's going to go all the way through. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. Okay. Can't turn my hand well enough that way. Okay, so here's my piece. I want this end to look like this. So I'm going to put it through here partially. I'm going to make sure that my brush end is on here. Put my cutting mat back on top. And I'm going to go through just enough to cut that end. So I got the brush end. It sort of cuts into here too, so I'm just going to trim that off. There's like a sliver on here that I don't want. So I'm just going to try to make it look as even as possible. All right, now I'll show you this on something dark so you can see it better. Here's my mat. Okay, so here is my brush on both ends. I just wanted it that way. Okay, so now I guess we'll put it here so you still can see better. So now I'm going to put Miss You on here. And then where do you get your ideas, inspiration from? I don't know. Sometimes it's just somebody asking a question like, what are you going to do with your scraps? Or pieces sitting here. That's kind of what happened with when I saw this piece sitting here with a friend in it. I'm like, oh, that's a shame to go to waste. And so I wanted to use it. And then I made another one, and because I didn't save the pieces for one, I only saved it for the second one. So sometimes it's just sitting down and playing. It's sort of like any muscle. The more you use it, the more it develops. So the more I play, the more things come to mind. Like I was busy working on these ideas early this morning, and I sort of feel like sometimes ideas take me a while, and then all of a sudden I just had one and made a card in probably 10 minutes. It just came to me and like, that's what I'm going to do. So that's kind of rare, but it happens. But other times just like you guys, I completely copy my swaps that I get from other demonstrators. I copy them. It's amazing. So the card, your cards are in the mail to you already, that from Stampers Club that you missed yesterday. Imagine me being so prompt. One of the cards was a total case from one of the swaps that I got. I just changed what color I focused on. Okay, so we're using this, and I need dimensionals on the back. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of my ideas are not from Pinterest. Though if I'm looking for something like 3D, I'll go there. But Pinterest is so easy to go down a rabbit hole and lose a bunch of time. All right, so this is going to go on here like this. So my thought is, well, you know, maybe you don't know. I like an angled something anyway, but to use as little cardstock as possible to fit my friend on here, I needed to tip it. So that worked well. So now I'm tipping it back so that it's basically straight. And what I want to do with this card is your wow about my 10-minute card. Yeah, that was a wow to me, and I totally loved it. I couldn't believe it. Okay, so I'm putting adhesive, regular adhesive on my right end, the back of my right end, and then I'm putting a dimensional on the other end. So it's gonna go right here. It's gonna be sort of tipped. That's all right. Miss you, friend. Isn't that cool? Okay, now I'm putting my gems on again. Any dots? Yes. But they're not, they're called gems, not dots this time. Sorry. Okay. So we're going to, I'm just using the big ones. I don't know why. I just like it. So we're going to put one here. And here. Did I do the other one on? I did not do the other one on. I did it off. And here. There. It's all done. My mom always made us kids cards. She was clever. Stamps were not a thing then. Yeah, don't do that app. Oh, you don't do that app, or you're saying don't do it? Thank you. Thanks. I'm glad that you like it. Okay, so I'm done stamping, so I'm going to put you guys up. So I'm going to upside down you, put you backwards, and here I am. Okay, so thank you so much. So here's my card. I think I like this one better. And this is one that we're going to make in the Dazzling Card Club. So, which makes sense. Oh, gotcha, Dina. Which makes sense because we're going to be using this friend on one of our other cards. The Starburst one or Sunburst one. So here is the first one. And then here is our pink one with lots of color. Okay, so reminders for you. Both cards today are fabulous. Well, thank you so much. I think so too. They were so fun to make. And let me show you just a sec. And I have lots more scraps. So I can make many more scrappy cards. They would end up being different colors because they're sort of in different colors of the spectrum. Lesson learned, keep all scraps. Oh man, that is not a lesson. I don't keep all scraps. Sometimes I look at something like, no, I can't even bother with that. But some of this designer paper, you just can't help it. Thank you, Marlene. Okay, so reminders. This month on sale, all bundles that are stamp set plus dies are an additional 10% off. So, excuse me. I say additional because when you buy a bundle in the catalog that is stamp set and dies, when you combine them, they're discounted 10% already. So then the additional 10% is on top of, you have more scraps than, oh man, that's probably true. Sometimes I have to go through my scraps, like specifically my cardstock. They just get too fat. Definitely more scraps. Okay, so bundles are discounted an additional 10%. And then Also, you saw me use the Mini Boss, the mini Stampin' Cotton Emboss machine. Way too much scraps. I'm finding out, not always a good thing. Well, sometimes just pull out your scraps and see what you can do with them. That would be a fun way to play. I've done that before, and that was sort of what today was about. So the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is discounted 10%, but so is the full one, the big size one. That is one where you don't have to worry about making a capital E so that it will go through your thing well, because it always goes through it well. It's amazing. It runs so smoothly. So the normal price on that is $130 right now. So that is something that you could not choose to be part of your starter kit if you wanted to sign up to be a demonstrator. The reason I bring this up is because now it is discounted 10%. It's $117. So you could choose it as your kit, choose another $8 item, and that would be your kit, and you would get it for $99 plus tax. That is an awesome deal. So you're saving $31 on your machine. I love it. And you would be on my team, so you could come to my team meetings. You could have come to our weekend retreat. Yes, great time if you want a second one. That sounds strange for probably most customers, but demonstrators, that's good timing. What was the other thing? So you don't have to do classes. You don't have to have classes to be a demonstrator. You can just plain take advantage of the discount. So going forward, as if you chose that as your starter kit, purchases going forward from yourself, you would save 20% at least, depending on where you're at, on all your purchases. So I love new team members. I love all my team members. But it's a great time to be able to join. So there's that going on. I'm going to be opening up 2 classes today and tomorrow, probably. My All Occasions class, which is the last Tuesday of the month, and that same Thursday of the month. And then I'm going to be opening up my Dazzling Card Club, which we will be making this card as part of it. 2 cards, actually. 2 each of 4 designs. That's how it goes. And you get the product. You will get the gems. You'll get the designer paper, half a pack of it. And I'm still trying to figure out how I'm wanting to do. I'm still trying to decide what $20, but oh my goodness, yes, you are late, but hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad to see you, Nancy. Let's see what else is going on this month. Oh, as a demonstrator, if you did sign up to join my team right now, whether you wanted to take advantage of the discount on the machine or you had other stuff you wanted to buy, you could also, well, you really could only do it if you didn't do the machine. But if you're considering signing up, we have online exclusives that we are able to pre-order right now. So they're going to go live for customers. Okay, bye, Jamie. Thank you. They're going to go live for customers July 3. So you have those options too. You just have to, you can't see them, but I can help you see them if you're wanting to add it to your kit. Let's see. Oh, well, how many days? Today's Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3 more days. I have 3 spots open at the retreat. But it is, there's a premium. You have to pay more. But if you're suddenly like, oh, I can make it, you can register till Saturday. That's all I can think of. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I will see you again next week. And 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time right here on my Facebook business page. Thank you so much. Have a great day, a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.